Gotta know what time it is, man. Reaction time. Reaction time. We back. We back. We back. First video on the reaction channel. If y'all missed the update or announcement, whatever you want to call it, same thing. It's on the other channel. If you don't know who I am, I got another channel type shit. And if you like gameplays and shit, I'm gonna leave a link in the description for that. We stream on Twitch. We do all that. So I'm gonna leave, bro, everything you see. You can see it on the screen. Actually, you can see my socials on the screen. I'm gonna leave everything in the description. The links will be there. So if this is your first time seeing my face type shit, come tap into the gaming. Come tap into the Twitch stream. And with that being said, we here with another reaction. Daughter finds mother's decapitated body in backyard. I know that's a crazy video to be reacting to on the first video on the channel, but bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, that this is a crazy video. You know, Dr. Insanity, he only posts crazy videos. Why do you think his name Dr. Insanity? What else more needs to be said, Taisha? So we got another Dr. Insanity video. Make sure I go show some love to him, show some love to his videos. I'm gonna leave the link in the description for y'all, and then y'all can go like this. But I'm pretty sure this video got like 1 million views in the first day or some shit, right? 2.5 mil in 2 days. So this video might be elite. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to the victims. Prayers to the victims, stay shit, because obviously this is still real life. This isn't AI, bro. But we're gonna get straight into it, bro. I don't really got any intro comments on it. I read the title and I'm like, I don't know what to say, bro. Like, I guess we're gonna find out the story, bro. But I don't really know what to say. Like, that's insane. I don't know what I would do in that situation. I really don't. So all I can say is prayers to them, bro. That's crazy. But let's get straight into the video, bro.
Outside. How you doing? Is Martha here?
No, she's probably at her boyfriend's house.
30 days ago, 53-year-old David Callahan killed his girlfriend, Martha, and buried her body in his own backyard.
So that's a fast forward. So that's a future scene. So that's the killer right there. Let me look at him. Hold up.
Killed his girlfriend.
You already, like, you could just look at him and just tell, bro. You could just tell. I ain't even got it. You could just tell, bro.
In his own
Sometimes you could just tell.
David thinks he's gotten away with his horrific crime.
Weird.
Martha was
anybody with that cut, that specific
had
cut,
few friends,
where they got the hair on the sides but they bald up top, they can't be trusted. They can't. Name somebody with that cut that you could trust. I can't name nobody. Anybody with that cut is like automatically, they got to be put on a watch list or something. That should be a new law.
And no one was supposed to come looking for her. Martha's daughter, Kim, was the only person concerned about her mother's whereabouts.
If I come up missing or dead, it is no accident. And he has told her before, I'm going to get your ass and nobody's ever going to find you.
What's your concern?
That he killed her.
Kim thinks...
So this is shut and dry. This is a shut and dry case. There's no, like, the mom said if she ever was to die or go missing, it wasn't an accident. And the daughter says she thinks it's him, bro.
David had something to do with her mother's disappearance, but with no proof of a crime, officers don't believe her.
Would you have been surprised at all if she's laying dead in there? Or shoved in a tub?
Nothing surprises.
Why are you smiling and saying
that? That's like a horror
movie.
That's
weird sometimes.
However, in the weeks that follow, Kim will do everything in her power to find Martha.
I'm not even gonna put that on them, because maybe they just numb to it at this
force
point.
Police to act and lead them to one of the most gruesome discoveries of their lives.
Seems like a body part.
Oof. Man, I cannot imagine finding a family member like that, bro. I pray to God I never have to go through.
In the early hours of a Monday morning, police in Akron receive a call from a woman asking for a restraining order against her boyfriend.
This is what I'm saying. She asked for a restraining order way before it happened, bro. Way before, like, there should, like, it has to be some type of...
is 53-year-old Martha.
There has to be a way to prevent it.
She's already known to officers for her history of schizophrenia and the frequent domestic disputes involving her boyfriend, David Callahan.
Why does the schizophrenia thing have anything to do with it? If she's calling and saying that she's getting into the domestic, like, if she has proof of it, and I'm pretty sure she has proof, because you could have bruises, scratches, scars, whatever you have on you. and you can have video proof if she's recording it. If they have proof about it, bro, that shouldn't even, the history of schizophrenia should not even matter. It shouldn't matter for it. It really
Their
shouldn't.
relationship was unstable, constantly breaking up and getting back together, leaving officers unsure whether each new call was a real emergency or just another one of their...
Listen. I don't mean to keep pausing. I really don't. But what he just said, them breaking up and getting back together after all the domestic shit, bro. If you in something like that, bro, just leave, bro. Just leave. Not worth it. Not worth it, bro. I'm telling you right now. It's not worth it. Because somebody, whether it's you or the other person, somebody's going to get hurt. Somebody. It's never going to end well. Like, it's not going to end well, bro.
Fights. But this time would be different.
I'm gonna stop pausing though.
Because when officers arrive at the couple's house, they have no idea that a murder will take place just minutes from now. And this will be the last time Martha is ever seen alive.
No, I don't like that. I know, I really don't like it.
Hi.
Hi, what's going on?
Huh? Did you call us? Yes, I did. Okay.
What's going on?
I'm going to reinstate something I had 14 months ago. Statute of limitation, I think, decided me is 10 years, right?
So you want to restate something you already said,
Yes.
and they're already investigating it, and you're just telling us about it again, is that correct?
Well, I don't know if they're investigating or not. All I know is I got a restraining order from them, and then I've been waiting for her to get some mental help, because you're supposed to go down to first pass. First of all, it wasn't supposed to be explored at all.
As Martha speaks, her words are scattered, and she makes little sense to officers. Her behavior just seems erratic, like another episode of confusion or paranoia. But in reality, Martha is masking genuine fear that officers don't pick up on. Because what they don't know is that her boyfriend, David, is standing inside the house, waiting for the moment officers drive off, so he can make sure this is the last time she ever calls them.
You come out because you guys were mad at me, right? I got
My whole thing is though, bro, why? I'm not blaming her for nothing, obviously, but she should have stepped outside to talk to them. Like, you should never talk to the police in front of like the accused, whoever you're accusing, bro. You should never talk to the police in front of them.
him. And then there's, I don't know. What are you doing over there?
I'm talking to you,
And why are you over there like that?
because I want to be.
Okay. Well, I'll talk to the guy downtown and talk to him.
Okay.
As strange as it looks, officers don't think much of the interaction. They walk away, dismissing Martha
I don't know.
as
I feel like that's a
unstable,
bad job by the
unaware
officer.
they've
Just
just
saying,
left her alone
like,
with the
okay,
very
leaving,
man
bro.
who's about to kill her.
That's crazy.
In the hours after police left, David snapped. Inside, he was furious that Martha called the police on him again. He grabbed a wooden axe handle and struck her in a fit of rage. When she collapsed, he wrapped a rope around her neck and pulled until she stopped moving. Once Martha was dead, David sealed her body inside a plastic bag and waited for nightfall. Then, under the cover of darkness, he carried her outside, burned her body, and buried it in a shallow pit behind the house.
And he still lived there?
It was over. A woman with schizophrenia, few friends, and a history of false alarms. No one would ever come looking for her. What he completely overlooked
I just don't know how you can do that to someone. Like, that's another human being, bro.
Martha's daughter Kim will soon be on to him, slowly
Let
solving
alone
her
somebody
own
you
mother's
care
brutal murder.
Like, it's a human being, bro. I don't
Over the
understand.
next few days, Martha stops responding to everyone, including her daughter, Kim. And after several days of silence and no sign of her mother, Kim contacts police explaining that something bad may have happened to Martha. Officers arrange to meet her at the house later that day to check on her mother's welfare. But when Kim and her husband arrive to meet the officers, it quickly seems that their concerns won't be taken seriously at all.
Neither is a cousin of ours that she calls all the time, her brother that she calls all the time. Nobody's heard from her.
She lives here?
Yeah.
Have you been in?
No. I came earlier, knocked, and banged on the door, and she was having a lot of
I don't
problems
like
with
these
her
cops,
boyfriend.
bro. I don't like the way they
At some
moving in this
point, there was some
situation.
kind
I
of
ain't gonna
protection
lie.
order, and I don't know.
Feel like
Against him.
they don't really
She was
care. They're not
schizophrenic,
taking
so
it
I went
serious,
to
bro.
Hospitals. I went everywhere to see if she was like in a psychiatric unit.
Yeah.
I can't. Everybody says no, she's not here. But I I know that there's been a lot going on between her and her boyfriend, and
Okay.
he has made death threats to her. So
That's
Like, how are you hearing this and
he has
saying
made threats to her.
that's
he was
okay?
gonna make sure
What?
nobody ever found her.
Yeah.
According to Kim, Martha's boyfriend, David, was the most likely suspect in her disappearance. In addition
My
to
question
the
is:
death
is he still in the house? Like, while
threats,
they're
police
he can't be in
also
there,
knew
right?
David had a lengthy
no way he's
criminal
in there.
history and outstanding warrants for drug abuse,
Like, look at
theft,
that
and
cut, bro.
trespassing, making him someone officers
Of course it's
needed to
Ohio,
question
too.
right away. But before the officers could get a full story from Kim,
My fault.
a sudden
My fault, yeah,
noise
that
from
was
inside the
Ohio.
house put them instantly on high alert.
Wait, what?
You don't have a key to her place? What was that?
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that.
Yeah, earlier the air conditioner was on, now it's not.
Where? Do these? I thought the cops
Agro
knew
police!
about this house. Like, they knew it was a history of them calling.
Unbeknownst to the officer,
So they should automatically
the
know
sound
that the guy
wasn't
is in
just
there,
his
right?
imagination. It was David hiding in silence and waiting for the police to leave. But this is when the officers would make their first critical mistake. Despite the very real possibility that Martha was in active danger, they would give Kim the worst piece of advice.
Then what happens with like a missing persons report or whatever?
But she is a grown woman. However, she has these, the paranoid schizophrenia issues. If for whatever reason she has gone into this state where she doesn't want anybody to contact her, even family.
What? That's her, bro. That doesn't even make sense. Because if she did go into those states, her daughter would know about it. Like, she would know about. Right? Am I tripping? Like, the daughter would know that her mother has times where she goes through these moments. If what he's saying is true. He's just being lazy to not do his
The
job,
hospital
bro.
is legally not allowed to tell anybody anything, even her kin. I just don't think we're quite at the heightened alert level that we need to force entry or do anything like that yet. You know
well,
what I mean?
the way that she calls us constantly.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's a foul
she
play.
calls.
Yeah.
I mean, she's
If
always
she's calling every
calls her
day,
brother.
When did it stop?
Well, her brother said she stopped about a month ago. My cousin said 2 weeks, but I don't know if
I'm thinking about
a month? Bro, if someone stops talking, if you talk to somebody every day, family member, for all the time, like just all the time, you talk to them every day, and for a month they stop responding to you. You don't think that's enough heightened alert? The officer said it, we shouldn't. It's not that urgent. Basically, he's trying to brush it off, saying that we need to give her more
my phone
time.
every day, leaving voicemails.
Yeah.
That don't even
While
make
the
sense.
officer's explanation is factually accurate, the suggestion not to file a missing persons report will prove to be a serious oversight, and it won't take long before Kim realizes she's been inadvertently coerced into making a grave mistake. For now, though, officers leave the scene, letting Kim carry on her own investigation.
Oh, man.
For the next few days, she keeps calling Martha and David, but with neither of them answering their phones. Growing increasingly worried, Kim begins gathering information on her own. She learns that David has recently been seen at a place where he worked on and off, so she contacts police once again, urging them to check it out.
That's another red flag, bro. He's ignoring every call, but he's going to work.
Following up on Kim's tip, a group of officers are dispatched to investigate. What they hear about David will finally start to give her suspicions some credibility.
How you doing? You guys know David?
Yeah, I guess he's a new guy that now.
Probably in his 50s.
What's the girl's name?
Callaghan or something.
Oh,
I think his last Callaghan.
Have you seen Martha or Robin?
Why
Martha
the hell would
or
they see
Robin?
Martha? They don't even know who that is. Yeah, like
You know who
what?
those are? You just saw David moving over here.
That they don't live.
If he said his girlfriend's in jail, bro, that's a clue. That's a clue. If the cops can literally check if she's in jail. If she's not in jail, they have proof that he's lying about something. They can interview
But he's in
him.
like his 50s?
Yeah.
Cops be tweaking, bro. What? Wait, bro, maybe I'm just Bruce Wayne. Am I Bruce Wayne? I'm just the world's greatest detective? Because these are just obvious clues to me, bro.
He's older.
Especially if it's the same cops working the case.
Hey, what is that dude's name, Danny? Dave? The guy that was getting on my nerves the other night.
The guy that was getting on my nerves the other night. It's
We got a bunch
crazy.
of Daves around here.
Yeah, David's
We
a
can pull
common
up a
name.
picture
Use
and
his
see
last
if
name.
you guys-
Yeah, pull up a picture.
Well, I think we're gonna try to find one.
That's not that Dave.
That's how the David stays here. Does he come around here?
Obviously, this case is closed, but it's pissing me off, bro. How
He's
how
not the
many?
one that lives here.
I don't know, bro. Just not a good job by the cops. Bro. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, you got
That's all I'm gonna
This
say.
week? Last week?
Something like that, right?
Cool.
Good 3-4 days. I did
3-4 days?
process it. So.
He said he saw him 3-4 days ago, maybe.
According to the workers, they've seen David in recent days, meaning he's still in the area. Now, police just need to locate him and ask him where Martha might be. Despite this lead, officers still sound convinced Martha will eventually turn up on her own and David is just another name in a domestic dispute. Unbeknownst to them,
These
this
cops
is
is
giving
ass,
David
bro.
exactly
Ass.
what he wants. Time, because as the case stalls, he's keeping a low profile, only leaving Martha's house at night and using the lack of scrutiny to cover his tracks and refine his story. And over the next several weeks,
But my whole thing, bro, is, what do you chat? What do you do? If you're in this situation, God forbid, right? You're in this situation and you're Kim or her daughter. Her daughter's name is Kim. And the cops don't even believe you. What do you do? Like, if you know something's up, but the cops don't believe you, what can you do? Genuinely, what can you do? Like, you can continue the investigation yourself, but like, I don't know, bro.
what began as one oversight will snowball into a series of missteps that will
You might have
cripple the
something in my eye, chat.
investigation and ultimately pave the way to a discovery far more tragic than anyone imagined.
Damn, what's in my eye?
The following
tearing
week,
up.
after repeated calls and pressure from Kim, police finally agreed to conduct another welfare check. This time, however,
I
they
think I'm
make
good.
another critical error. They send a new pair of officers unfamiliar with the full context of the case. This is where the mistake of not filing a
Why? Why would you send people who don't know what's going on? That's what. Oh my God.
missing persons report catches up with the police and causes David to slip off the hook
Generational
again.
fumble by this police department,
Yeah,
bro.
they didn't add any notes.
Generational
It just said
fumble.
that they were here. Well, it was actually, it came in as a missing person. Because-
Okay, that's probably the
Generational
daughter.
fumble, bro.
Yeah, but then it said she
Generational
checked
fumble.
okay, and there was no report made, so they must have had contact.
Some sort of contact.
Generational fumble.
If it came in as a missing person, they cleared it without a report number. That means they determined where she was at.
Exactly. That's what I was.
Yeah.
After only a few unanswered
So other
knocks,
cops made a
officers
mistake,
decide
too.
to
They
leave the
cleared it.
scene, assuming
Okay,
that
man.
since no missing person report was filed, someone must have already made contact with Martha. This is exactly why dissuading
hope they
Kim from
sued
filing
that.
a report had
Bro.
been such a catastrophic blunder. So with
Obviously,
no
nothing can bring her mother back. But Kim, I hope you is rich right now. I hope you rich than a hoe, bro.
sign of Martha or David, and police
I'm suing for
convinced
everything,
nothing is
bro.
wrong, the
Suing for
investigation
everything.
quietly stalls. Days pass with no progress until eventually the
Because
case
they're making
goes
mistake
cold.
after mistake after mistake, bro. These cops are just
A
incompetent.
week passes, and it seems Martha might never be found, as police have completely written off her disappearance. But then something strange starts to happen. Kim begins receiving response messages from her mother. The
I'm with my
texts
friends.
are brief
I'm
and
fine.
unsettling. I'm busy. I'm with my friends.
That's David responding
I'm
for her.
fine.
That's
It
David
doesn't sound
responding.
like her mother, and something about the way she's texting feels off to Kim. Growing suspicious, Kim asks police to meet with her again, this time demanding that they break in and check the house, or she'll do it herself.
I'd like to make an official missing persons here.
Okay.
'Cause I've talked to so many officers, everybody she knows, her friends, family, none of them has seen her face or talked to her in over a month.
Yeah.
So I was sending her messages from her mother's phone, say, this is your daughter,
I want to know where you're at. Oh, I'm at the Kingdom Hall in Kent with friends. I said, okay, stay there. I'm coming right now. Oh, I'm not there. You don't know where I am. Well, you just said you were there. Where are you? Oh, I'm eating now. The way she types is completely different. She says she's angry at the family.
But the issue is we were pounding on the door earlier and no one answered.
Break the fucking door down.
We didn't have enough to kick the door in and go look for her.
She owns this property. If I need to break in here with you guys here, and if you think she'll press charges on me, that's fine. I want to know what happened to her. She's not going to press charges on me. That's not the problem.
She has mental illness.
Yes, she does.
Why does that matter?
You know she's taking her meds.
No, I don't know. But I do know that she does not do this kind of thing. The last
that's
time
her, bro. That's her fucking daughter. Believe her. If she's saying she doesn't do this type of thing, bro, she doesn't do it.
Talk to her.
These officers
she
are
was walking through
stupid,
this
bro.
field over here and told my grandmother, if I come up missing or dead, it is no accident. And she said it to me. This has been said to us several times. And he has told her before, I'm going to get your ass and nobody's ever going to find you.
What's your concern?
That he killed her.
Kim appears confident that she has solved her mother's disappearance, accusing her lover, David, of
shout out to
both
Kim,
murder
bro.
and impersonation.
Her, bro.
While officers
she
still
solved
doubt
this case
Kim's
herself.
story, they
Fucking
agree
cops
to
ain't
break
do
into
nothing.
the house.
They ain't do nothing. She solved the case
only
herself.
to put her mind at ease. But what awaits them inside will leave Kim even more furious with police, making her question whether they are truly on her side.
That's what I'm... Like, why have they not gotten a dog yet to look on the property? If they really cared, bro, they can get a dog out here in less than 20 minutes, bro, and the dog could search the whole property. They don't even have to go in the house. Because we know, obviously, the officers and shit don't know yet, but we know that the body's in the backyard. If they get a dog out there, that dog's sensing that body right there. And the case is closed. Not closed, but... like... I don't know, bro. Just generational incompetence. They're climbing on top of a trash
black
can.
dog that might not be friendly.
You ain't gonna put me back on the call on the phone.
Are they actually going in?
For that 31.
Sure.
What is that? What does he have in his hand? Oh, dog treats.
After police. Somebody's been here because the bells have taken in. I mean,
Oh, he's been here. The question is what he did to her. Not a single pair of her shoes anywhere around here.
If I were you, I mean, I'm not telling you how to feel, but this would be a relief. You know, she's not here, but it doesn't look like there's any sign of distress or, all of her stuff's not
Bro,
thrown around.
I would have
First
told this
sign of
nigga, shut
distress,
up,
really,
stop talking,
is the fact that there's no
and do your
Pepsi in the
job.
refrigerator.
So that means she hasn't been staying here.
No, she has not been here. I'm telling you, he has done something to her. I know it.
Inside the house, police find...
But why do they not have dogs? Because I'm telling you, bro, I've seen other cases where all you gotta do is get a dog, and the dog is gonna point you in the right direction.
Something Kim
95% of the time.
deeply suspicious. Still,
what-
the officer reassures
It says
her that
servant
everything
since-
is fine.
it says
and there are
canine
no
right there.
obvious signs of
It says canine right there. Does he not have a canine in this car that says canine?
foul play.
Yo.
However, as police exit the house, an officer makes an offhand remark
I can't make
that
this shit up.
reveals what they
I can't
really
make this shit
think
up, bro.
happened to Martha.
I've seen other cases, bro, when all they had to do was get a dog.
Surprised it off. She's laying dead in there. Or shoved in a.
Like, look, he's
Yes, I was
smiling.
surprised. You would've been? Yeah.
nothing surprises.
Dr. Eggman looking ass
That
nigga.
would have surprised me.
Although officers briefly consider the worst case scenario for Martha, their tone makes it clear they don't really believe it. Even with Kim insisting that something is wrong,
This gonna
their
be my
doubt
family, bro.
remains. And when
Gonna be- I
Kim
would've crashed out.
insists on filing a missing person report, something that should have been done weeks ago, officers still seem convinced there is no real cause for alarm.
And
Well, I need to make an official report.
yeah, that can happen. That's not a problem. But it's going to be very vague.
All right. I don't know what to think about none of her stuff being in that house. Shoes. She always had shoes all over right there with his, too. Right, this is
Like, what the she told you she owns the property and none of her stuff is in the house. None of her stuff is in the house. But she owns the property.
I can go get a hard copy. And what do? I mean, just keep, if I hear any more texts,
I mean, it's pretty much pointless unless it's pointless talking to him anymore at this point.
I guess this is what happens. I mean, but
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry that
Just
they
let us
did
know if
this.
you think she's somewhere and we can go check for her. Okay?
okay.
by
They don't
now,
give a
you
fuck.
can
They
hear the
don't care, bro.
hopelessness in Kim's voice. It seems like her investigation has hit a dead end as she watches officers leave once again, advising her to call if new information comes up. But a few hours
Generational
later,
incompetence,
one officer
bro.
decides to return and speak with the neighbors, hoping to learn where David or Martha might be. It's a small decision, but one that quietly marks the first step in turning things around for police, because one of the neighbors he talks to is unknowingly holding a piece of information about David that will finally confirm Kim's claims.
Is this the same guy?
You know anything about this house next door?
There's some woman that used to live in there. She asked me a couple of times for some money or some cigarettes. I told her I didn't smoke. Why, what's going on?
Well, someone sent us out here to check on her, and she's not answering the door. Does she have a car or anything, you know?
I don't think so.
Never seen a car.
She was walking the first time I started cutting the grass.
How you doing? You been living in the garage here?
You want to call it a living?
Where do you sleep at? Do you know who lives here?
Robin Freitag, I think.
When did you see her last?
About 4 weeks ago.
And you haven't seen her in 4 weeks.
No, last
Have
time
you seen him over there?
Oh, yeah.
Does he drive a car?
No,
Is he home now?
I have no idea.
Okay.
The neighbor's statement finally confirms what Kim's been suspecting all along. David hasn't disappeared. He's been coming and going from the house while police and Kim struggled to reach him. With that information, police begin coordinating surveillance around the property, assigning patrol units to quietly monitor the area and wait for the moment David shows up again. 2 days later, the opportunity finally comes
It
when
looks like they're
officers
finally doing
spot a
something
car
correct.
parked beside the house.
Doing something
The
correct.
first sign of activity in days. They approach carefully, hoping to finally make contact with Martha and put Kim's fears to rest. However, the person they're about to find is the very suspect they've been unknowingly helping all along. But before we get to that, you know those days where you just can't get
Shout out
anything
Dr.
done?
Insanity, we ain't doing no
Nothing
ass
based
today,
on
my
your
boy.
that can long drive.
Shout out to you, bro.
Link just about to
Acker, please.
to
Alright,
face
hold up.
with the man they've been searching for
We saw this
all
earlier.
this time.
Acker, please, just come outside. How you doing? Is Martha here?
She's probably at her boyfriend's house.
What's your name, bud?
David.
David. David Callahan? All right, come on down here for me. Why do you think she's at her boyfriend's house?
Oh, that's where she stays most of the time.
Where's that at?
This is her house,
I
though.
don't even know who it is, really.
Are you the only one here?
I mean, she's here maybe a couple times a week anymore. I mean,
If I was an officer, I would have said to him, like, so you own this property? Or who owns it? Because, like,
actually
if the
been
daughter says she
split up.
owns the property and he
She's
said that he
schizophrenic,
lives
she's been on
alone
for on
and
off
that
medication
she
now,
lives with
how
her
many
boyfriend,
times?
why would she give him
This is David
her
Callahan,
house? That don't even
the
make sense.
man Kim had been desperately trying to warn the police about. According to him, Martha was not at the house, but at her new boyfriend's. But now David is about to surprise the officers, explaining why they shouldn't necessarily take Martha's family's word at face value.
I guess her daughter's fighting again.
604 to computer. Well, that's part of the reason we're out here, because no one in her family's talked to her since July.
I don't know how. I know she's texted her.
When's the last time you talked to her?
I don't know, probably 5-6 days ago, maybe.
Where was
So why would she talk to you but not talk to her family in a month?
that at?
It was here.
That don't make
Martha's
sense.
not in the house right now.
Well, I
It don't make sense.
Obviously, we're concerned about Martha, like you said, if she's offered her meds and everything.
right.
We'd like to find her. Right now, she's missing person. So we'd like to,
I didn't know it was all that. Just, I mean,
you didn't know it was all that.
Well, missing person because her and the family, they've fallen out numerous times. You know, the family has just gone as far as changing their phone numbers and not giving them to her. They've treated her horribly over the years.
Yeah.
And her not talking to them right now doesn't surprise me.
David claims Kim is not a trustworthy person and has never gotten along with Martha. With David tarnishing Kim's character and Kim doing the same to David, the officers weren't sure whose story to believe. But this is when the officer would get a brilliant idea.
Believe the daughter? Like, bro.
They knew David had outstanding warrants, something they could use as reasonable grounds to detain him. Their next move would catch David off guard and prove to be the police's smartest decision yet.
Did you get your warrants taken care of?
No, I need to get down there and take care of them. I got a couple misdemeanor warrants.
Are they gonna take him in because of it?
All right, well, we're gonna help you out with that today. You still have those warrants, we'll send you down to court. You can get them taken care of today. All right, here's what we're gonna do. If it's all right with you, we're gonna walk through. We'll let you get some clothes, and then you're gonna go down to court and get these warrants taken care of.
I got a big dog in here.
No problem. Do you get the whole thing?
Yeah, nothing but the thing.
Do you do the returns, or do I do that later?
Adam will do it, or whoever's up.
What is the thing? What are they talking about?
Following his arrest, David is transported to the station and placed in jail, but not for murder. The only thing holding him there are his unrelated warrants. For investigators, this is a temporary win that will quickly turn into a problem. Because despite finally having David in custody, they know their case against him is painfully weak. There's no body, no confession, not even physical evidence proving Martha is dead.
Used the dogs yet,
Weeks
bro?
of
That's
police
what's
inaction
pissing
and
me
hesitation have left detectives
Like, they
with
would've used these
little
dogs
more
from
than
the jump, bro.
suspicion, and time is running out. So to make up for it, they decide to hold David as long as legally possible under the existing warrants, hoping they could buy themselves time to rebuild the case and find something concrete. Detectives don't know it yet, but the clue they so desperately need to solve the case won't come from their investigation, but from Martha's own family.
Wait, what happened? Before Martha's
Several
found.
days later, while David remains in custody, Martha's family receives a mysterious message. The anonymous note reads, if he was going to get rid of someone, he would bury them in the backyard.
Who said that?
At first, no one knew what to make of it. It could be a cruel prank or maybe a genuine tip. Either way, Martha's cousin Angela and a few relatives contact police and ask them to meet at the property. For the first time in the investigation, the
Who
police
sent that
and Martha's
message?
family finally
If he's
join
locked
forces.
up, who the hell sent that message?
Who's the caller? You are? What made you come to think it was...
They came and arrested him, I believe it was Thursday. On Friday, they arrested him on
For what?
other charges, contempt, and they're holding him for like 30 days on contempt. So they questioned him about this two times, I think. I got a text message. Here, I've been putting these flyers up on all the poles, and I get a text
A
message.
sergeant and a couple other units coming here. Yeah.
If he was ever to get rid of someone, he would bury them across the fence in the very backyard.
I know her role. You came over with her, and what did you do?
Come over to dig because she suspected some stuff going on back there. And, I hope it's not her, but there's something there.
Yeah.
With police now briefed on the situation, officers begin coordinating a search of the property, focusing on the backyard mentioned in the message.
And she's
while
right
others
there in
canvass
that
the
brick.
neighborhood property,
Y'all see that right
focusing
there?
on the backyard.
Right behind. Yes, y'all see where my mouse at? Apparently, I'm pretty sure she's buried right here or burned, like because he burned her body.
Mentioned
sure
in the
she's right
message.
in there, and they don't
while
even know
others
yet.
canvass the neighborhood,
They don't even know
looking
yet.
for anyone who might have seen something suspicious. As the search gets underway, word of the mysterious message quickly makes its way back to the station. Detectives realize this could be their only real lead.
Are they gonna get the dog?
And decide
Dog?
to seize the opportunity to question David again.
Get the
However,
dog!
David isn't stupid. He's already denied any involvement in Martha's disappearance, and he knows that acting clueless won't convince detectives he has nothing to hide. He
Just
also
get
knows that as
fucking
long as he
dog,
keeps
bro. That's all
denying
they gotta do
everything
is get the
and
dog.
doubles down on
Get the
blaming
dog.
Martha's family, there's nothing detectives can pin on him. Clearly, the stakes couldn't be higher on both sides, and if David plays his cards right, he'll walk free.
Hey, sit right here, dude. So, when was the last time you actually talked to her?
Beginning of last month.
So, I didn't see...
The beginning of last month. Didn't he say 5 to 6 days ago before?
Or
Oh wait,
issues?
he has been held up.
TPO or
He has been
CPO?
held a while, so that's my fault.
It's a temporary one.
TPO?
It lasted like 6 months, I think.
Did you get arrested? Because you...
No, here's the thing.
Yeah, explain that.
She's called the cops on me a half a dozen times, and I've never raised a hand to her. She's never had a scratch on her. Any report you would read will tell you the same thing. She gets mad and I leave. She thinks I'm out humping everything, the pulse out there that's female. That's just what, why she originally got mad at me. She just wanted to argue all the time. And I just felt, leaving a day or two at a time, would just calm everything down. And it normally did. I mean, we've always worked things out. But I don't understand why she's not back.
I'm listening for inconsistencies.
I mean, we've had problems over the years. Like I said, we've been together since 2002.
Sure.
Everybody has them.
Which is true.
Everyone's got problems. That's for damn sure.
Ain't no relationship.
So then I guess your
but
theory is
most of them don't
she's
involve domestic
seeing
violence.
whoever
man.
she's dating, this new person, not at the house. Is that what you're saying?
As expected, David sticks to his story, insisting Martha is with her new boyfriend in Florida, but David knows exactly what he's doing. Realizing detectives have little evidence to work with, he decides to take control of the conversation and tarnish Martha's character, paint her as unstable, and dismiss her disappearance as the result of her own mental state. Detectives can't push back without proof or a body, and every minute they let him talk, he builds a stronger defense for himself, one that might just help him walk free in court.
I believe she's relapsed on, back to smoke crack again. Because, I found paraphernalia at the house. Tomorrow's her birthday. I tried, 3 or 4 times over the last couple of years to get her the 3-day evaluation or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
The police would come out, the paramedics. She'd be standing on the porch, screaming at him, screaming at me. They told me she don't fit the criteria for the evaluation. Well, what does?
Can't be homicidal.
So she have to stab me in my sleep or do something, really crazy?
Yeah.
And they say, well, she's an adult, we can't take her medication, so why don't you leave?
Though it did sound like her and Kim had some problems too.
Absolutely. They would go months on end without speaking to each other. It was at one point, Robin didn't even have...
Nigga just sitting there lying to their face, bro.
Mom and dad or her for periods of time.
Just lying to their... I ain't gonna lie, some of this might be true. Some of it might be true. But I'm believing that he's just lying to their face because he wants to get off clear. You know what I mean?
The mention of Martha's Facebook messages clearly catches David off guard. He's surprised that detectives even know about them, unaware that Kim already accused him of impersonating her mother weeks earlier. But that isn't the only surprise waiting for him. Detectives have been holding something back, evidence they saved for this exact moment. When David was first arrested, police recovered Martha's phone from inside the house, along with several of her security checks that he'd allegedly withdrawn. So with David already on edge, detectives decide to push their advantage and confront him with what they claim is hard evidence. It's a risky gamble. If they push too hard, David could demand a lawyer and shut down the interview entirely. But if the pressure works, he might finally slip, contradict himself, or even
it's a 50-50. 50-50.
Yeah, obviously her family's real worried about her and loves her a lot, and I can see that you love her a lot, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on.
Dave, I think
lock in, officers, lock in. Y'all can make up for what y'all did.
I think you'd feel better if you just told us what it is.
I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Well,
it's all about how they word it here.
A little bit more to the story.
Because if they word it like they're onto him type shit, he's gonna request a lawyer. But they have to say it like in a way that
there's nothing else I can tell you. I've told you everything.
Know what I mean?
I don't think he told us everything.
Okay, well I have.
See, I think he's taking the right approach, laughing a little bit.
Let it go. And
you're not gonna be able to celebrate her birthday tomorrow, Dave.
There's some pieces missing to your story, Dave. And as you know, that is your girlfriend, the love of your life, Robin's handwriting. That is September, where you paid the rent so we can keep up this farce that Robin is still around. Tell us the part about being on her phone, pretending that you're her.
Oh, God.
Tell us about that.
I don't have her phone.
Where's her phone?
I don't know.
You know where her phone is.
No, I don't.
You put it. We found it where you put it. Why don't you just tell us the truth? What happened? You'll feel better.
Did you guys share a bedroom?
I don't have.
Did you guys share a bedroom?
At one time, yeah.
Needless to say, David is starting to
This shit got
visibly
me
get worked
locked
up
in,
over
bro.
the
I'm locked in.
accusations.
Because they've messed up. So
irritating.
these officers have messed up so much in this case, bro. So much.
but still talking. Luckily for detectives, he doesn't seem close to shutting down or asking for a lawyer, but they can tell they've pushed the limit for now. If they press any harder, the interview could end before they get anything useful. So detectives decide to take a break, let David step outside for a smoke, hoping it will calm him down and make him more willing to cooperate when he returns.
Okay.
In the meantime, back at Martha's residence, officers continue coordinating the backyard search and canvassing the neighborhood for anyone who might have seen or heard something useful. That's when a familiar face approaches one of the officers, the same neighbor from days earlier
What did he
who
say?
reported seeing David coming and going from the house.
Wait. This might be the first guy that we can trust with the cut. He has the cut. The hair on the sides with the bald up top. Remember I said earlier in the video, you can't trust anybody with this cut. Now, what he says next will depend on if we can trust him or not. Let me see.
This time, he shares a chilling detail about the days following Martha's disappearance.
They moved into a fire pit back there of some sort.
Right.
But, you know, I didn't even know she was missing until a few days ago.
I mean, had you noticed any activity by anybody back there in the backyard recently?
Just the guy who lived there.
What was he doing?
In the middle of the night, was burning things. Because I could smell it. The horrible stench coming from everywhere.
Yeah, and if it's a bad smell.
Even trash day, so.
The woman there is the cousin of the woman who's missing.
Okay.
She's been missing about 30 days. Somebody sent her a message saying, check the backyard for your cousin.
You're kidding.
According to David's neighbor, every night he could see
Shout out to
flames
OG,
rising
bro.
from
Shout out
David's
to him.
backyard, accompanied by a horrendous smell.
What really solved this case right here is probably him saying it was a bad smell. Because obviously burning stuff isn't a crime. But what are you burning that smells? You know what I mean?
Acting on this information,
There's only a
officers
couple things you
request
could be burning that would
firefighters,
smell,
EMS,
like you
and
could
forensic
smell it,
teams to
like
assist
it's a
at the
bad
scene,
smell,
treating
if
the
that makes sense.
backyard as a potential crime scene in case human remains are found. And as the teams prepare to begin the search, no one could have expected they were only feet away from confirming the horrific
told y'all, they were
nightmare
right next
Kim
to
had
it.
feared all along.
Pretty positive it's a body buried under their fire pit. They dug it up, and you can see what looks like to be about a knee or an elbow. And when you touch it, you can tell it's something. We didn't really dig anymore.
Gentlemen? You tell me.
Well, here's the deal. Highly suspicious. Seems like a body part, but we didn't want to dig it out anymore till you guys got here.
Yeah.
I think, all of us would want it dug out a little bit more before you guys can say.
41, you copy?
Yeah, let's check. Was it dug out when you guys got here?
That guy.
What made him, did he say what made him start digging?
Yeah, he gave the whole story to the other officer and us. But she got an anonymous text saying if this guy who you guys have arrested recently, that if you wanted to get rid of somebody, who would bury it back here by the fence.
Oh.
So she came back and saw this loose dirt,
Yeah.
ash.
And they say
that guy to come over and help her.
And they say this gentleman is already arrested.
Yeah, that's what both of those two people are telling.
All right. This is the
The
wife.
missing person that they think it is. And that guy's arrested was a suspect in this.
Was this her husband? Did they say?
I don't know if they were husband and wife.
Because I know she had a protection order against.
Okay, copy.
Okay. He was staying here.
Yeah.
She went missing. He was staying here.
They've been on and off. I've been out here a couple times where she had a protection order, but it goes back and forth because then she invites
This
me
is
back
good
over
work,
and
bro.
stuff like that. So, let me go talk to these guys real quick, and then we'll let you know.
It took
what-
them long
let's
enough,
go.
but
Following their initial observations of what appear to be human remains, one of the officers steps away from the
I
dig
feel like this
site
could
to
have been
speak
done
with
20 days or so ago. 20 days ago, bro.
Because they arrived without a search warrant, they must explain what's been found so far and request formal consent to continue the excavation. At the same time, Martha's daughter Kim and her husband finally arrive at the scene.
I don't think you should show.
anxious. It is
I don't know. Maybe I'm
indicative.
just being.
Though officers
I don't think
avoid
you should show
making
their
any
reactions
premature
on the body cam.
statements,
I ain't gonna lie.
Kim can
But
already sense the
it's
truth.
what makes it real,
This
I
would
guess.
be the worst day of her life.
She doesn't know.
Did you find the person?
Well, we don't know yet. Okay, so we're not saying yes and we're not saying no. Okay.
We don't know, okay?
Have you been on scenes like this before? How do you not know?
Well,
I can't wait to know.
Listen, well, we don't want to, what we're saying is, we don't want to contaminate anything.
Will I be told as soon as they know whether or not there's a body back there of a person?
Well, they have a whole process they have to go through.
To tell me if they found a person back there?
Yeah.
They would know, I mean, wouldn't they?
Yeah, like she's making sense, bro. Like you know if it's a body, bro. You can tell her. Like it's her mother, bro.
Kimmy, look, there's about a piece of this bag that was uncovered. Not, I'm just saying a piece of some plastic or something. That's what we saw
They all think
first.
it's a body.
Hello, honey. Okay, Mama had to leave real quick, okay?
Wait, I just realized it wasn't the cops that started digging. It was the guy that came with her, the lady in the pink. It was the guy that came with her. He started digging that up. So he discovered it. So shout out to him, man. Shout out to him.
Can you tell if it's her?
Not now. No. I don't even think they don't even have the person back there that's going to be digging it up yet. Might be a little bit better to talk to somebody like that. Okay.
I don't think I want to talk to anybody. I don't think that I want to right now. It doesn't help to talk to strangers.
I have to ask you. I'm not positive that you're the one I should ask, but I'm going to ask you since you say you have power of attorney, if you allow us to go back in the yard, check that out.
Yes,
Okay,
I do.
I have to ask. Okay. So you're giving me consent, and the officers, and we're going to have a medical examiner come out as well. Okay.
After receiving permission from the family, officers resume the excavation. Inside the shallow fire pit, they find the remains of Martha. Her body is wrapped in bedding, sealed by a plastic bag, burnt, and showing a clear blunt force injury with a rope still tied around her neck. Everyone at the scene is shaken by the discovery.
Man.
After weeks of uncertainty, Martha's disappearance is finally resolved, but the reality offers little comfort.
Think about how she feels, bro.
On the other side
like
of
she
town,
knew this weeks ago. She tried to tell y'all this weeks ago.
News of the gruesome discovery quickly travels to the detectives at the station. So with this new information at hand, they bring David back into the room and cut straight to the point, directly accusing him of murder.
Dave, let me ask you a question. Are you a heartless bastard? A heartless, cold bastard? No. People who would look at this event and say that you, Dave, are a heartless, no-good bastard who put the love of your life in the ground. And that has to be an evil, bad person who has to go away for every last day of their life. Every last day. So, Dave, are you that person? Or are you the person that has struggled with someone who's, as you said, for 16 years you love her, but she's schizophrenic, and she goes here and she goes there? Because there's no reasonable person, Dave, in the world that wouldn't believe that you harmed Robin.
Exactly.
We all know that, three of us sitting in this room. You should just get it off your chest, man.
I've told you everything I know.
No, you haven't told
Was
us
it the
everything.
heat of the moment?
Yeah.
Did you plan it out?
Tomorrow is her fucking birthday.
Tomorrow was her birthday. For them to sit there and reflect the agony they've been going through for the last month.
Heartlessly killed the woman you love more than anything in the world.
The irony that everything stalls out to, not the irony, but it's like just crazy that it stalls out right till around her birthday. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Mind-boggling to think about it.
Something that you said you were going to do.
Yeah, and if you said you were going to kill anybody, you'd bury him in the fire pit. I mean, it seems kind of convenient.
I never told anybody. You never told anybody that?
Dave, we're not fucking stupid, dude. You think we're going to make that up? I'm not making anything up. You think I made this up? We know everything. We know the answers to the questions we asked, man. I'm trying to get you to say that you're not an evil, no-good bastard, and that there were some extenuating circumstances that you killed the woman you love, pretended that she was alive for over a month. If you look at it, you're like, that has to be a heartless, cold bastard that wrapped this woman up like that and put her in this fire pit. So,
despite a few half-hearted denials as detectives describe what they believe happened to Martha, David sits in silence, staring blankly as if the weight of his actions has finally hit him. Clearly, the interrogation has reached its breaking point, and David seems on the verge of something. Judging by his earlier denials and the way he now sits, he's either about to ask for a lawyer and end the interview altogether, or finally confess.
Still up to that 50-50
You want to see a
chance.
picture, Dave? You know what you did.
Yeah, you don't need to see a picture. He already did it. He saw it.
I need a cigarette. Tell us what you're going to tell us, then you can have a cigarette.
I'll give you a cigarette.
You tell us what's going on, Dave, so we know you're not a heartless bastard, and I promise you can smoke all you want, all right?
Not all you want. Not all you want.
Well,
there's a couple reasonable
get it off your chest.
I'm trying to cry now, bro.
You guys feel a little bit better already, just knowing that you're going to make that decision.
I didn't mean to do it. I didn't.
It's not very respectful.
The 50-50 goes.
I know it's not. I got fucking scared, man.
The 50-50 goes the right way, man.
Fucking snap. I didn't mean to do this. I did this, man. I love Robin.
You just got scared, that's why you put her in the fire pit?
I dug it out.
My opinion,
Accent
he should be executed. That's my opinion.
or something beside the
That's
bed.
just my
She had
opinion.
it there for a long time.
Know what I mean?
After you struck her,
I would execute her.
choked her up.
what happened after Robin was dead?
I took her out back and I dug it out. Guys, I'm fucking sorry, Rob.
How long did
She's
this,
just so relentless, fucking.
how long did this
Don't try to blame her, bro. Why won't she leave me
Still had
alone?
nowhere to go.
Bro, he trying to blame her for him killing her.
Give her every
That is
dollar
crazy.
I had, whatever she wanted. I never had nothing in my pocket, man. Nothing.
This is what a loser looks like. This is a genuine loser, bro.
I didn't plan on this to happen. I
Spur
tried
of
to
the
work it
moment.
out so bad with her. I really did.
The crazy
man.
thing is the officer's not buying none of this shit.
After
They
hours
know
of
he planned
questioning,
it up.
David finally breaks and admits to murdering Martha. In a fit of rage, he struck her in the head, strangled her, then carried her outside, burned the body, and
One thing I do want to say is I hope. Actually, I'll wait. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna wait till the end.
As David sits in the interview room, crying and claiming to regret what he did, detectives can't help but think about how easily this could have been prevented, how many warnings were missed, and how many chances they had to save Martha before it was too late.
That's
With his
exactly what I was about to say.
confession
I'm gonna
secured,
say it. Hold on,
David
give me a
is
second.
taken into custody, where he's formally charged and set to spend a very long time behind bars.
Hey, just to let you know, they talked to the prosecutor. For right now, you're going to be charged with murder, abuse of a corpse, and tampering with evidence.
Chance of parole in 2037. What? What? That's only 12 years. Damn. First things first, bro. RIP to the victim, man. Rest in peace to the victim. Prayers to them, bro. Prayers to the family. Kim, I'm sorry they didn't believe you from the jump, bro. That's really crazy. It was a fumble by the officers. But what I was gonna say earlier, bro, is the cops that went there that night when Martha called, bro. Because that's the same night he killed her. After the cops left, he killed her. The cops that went there that night and just shrugged it off like nothing. I hope you live with that for the rest of your life. You were there. You could have prevented it. You could have stopped it. You were there. That's all I'm going to say, man. But like I said, man, prayers to the family, prayers to the victim. Shout out to Dr. Insanity. Make sure I go show some love to the video. Make sure I show some love to this video. Like, subscribe, comment, man. And I'll see y'all in the next one. We out.